unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Freeman again. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
He'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
All right, now, look at this here. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it!
Off the bootleg. Rush. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They toss to Freeman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And the wideout in motion. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on fourth. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throw now on 2nd and 10. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 23. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. A handoff as they run the counter play. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Derrick Henry. And some space here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A first update now from Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Jones will come now in motion right. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Marcel Darius in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been this time to the tailback. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And he knocks it through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Give him 30 yards there.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
They'll set up a throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now the pitch to Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Here we go! Flex round!
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Operating from the gun. Rush is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. 2nd quarter in Cleveland, and it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you on over to Orlando where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. But that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Off the play fake. Rush. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Here's Rush to throw. Completion left side to Miller. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up into half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll set up to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this. All the way out across the 45. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run the counter now on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! No, check! Patriot! Patriot! Hot! Over! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Hot!
On third down, Rush. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Free. Taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Ohio! Black round! Black round! Black round!
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Time running out here on the play clock.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, Ohio!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go!
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 10. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down following the run.
Detroit!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Set! Green!
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. second down, 9 yards to go.
Set. Detroit! Detroit!
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Detroit!
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Desmond Trufant. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 69 yards. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule...
Yeah, 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 yeah.